Let's go over another scenario where this chart on page 17 and 18 might come in handy. If you don't have your MDM, you don't have your time, you don't really have your diagnosis, and you need to pick your answer out of the last two columns. How many tests were ordered? What kind of risk to the patient and the provider? Are these decisions going to be made, and how they will affect the outcome of the care? And maybe how many tests were done, or if a procedure was done, those kind of things, which you have limited information. How would you pick out your level, whether you're low, moderate, straightforward, or high? So here's an ER scenario. Here's an ER scenario where we're not going to be given MDM time, any history, or examination just spelled out for us. We'll need to figure that out on our own. So patient comes in for a migraine. So we do have one new or issue coming up on the patient. We check vital signs. We do have 1, 2, we're going to start talking about what kind of systems are being evaluated. Speech and motor, reflexes, that kind of stuff. That can all be added together to help add up and decide whether you're billing a moderate or a high. Our plan is to do a lumbar puncture. We're also going to order a CT of the head. So we have 1 order, 1 procedure, and 1 new condition. That kind of total can help us out. Also, how many systems did we review can also help out. For this one, I think it'd be easiest just to count how many systems we reviewed. So with this one, I think we reviewed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So 7 areas is going to get us a detailed exam. If you don't know already, our problem focused covers 1, usually body area or surface, or organ system reviewed, usually just 1. Our expanded problem focus is between 2 and 5 body areas or organs reviewed. Our detailed is 6 to 7, and our comprehensive is 8 or above. So that's handy to know. So if we build our detailed, we would be at our level 3. So we know that our answer is going to be our B. If you wanted to answer this one without using the body system count method, you could talk about having 1 new acute uncomplicated illness, which is the migraine, and ordering a diagnostic test or treatment to go along with this. So we had those issues which line up with our low level. Here's another one. We just have that labs were drawn, so we know that the provider reviewed lab work, which was unique test, so they get points for that. We have a chronic condition that is exasperated, which can be found on our chart on 17. We have some medication given. We have 1 more condition that is exasperated and 1 that is still under poor control. So this patient is in trouble if we don't intervene, and we did review some labs. So having 1 condition that is exasperated is one thing, but having that condition exasperated with multiple being exasperated, plus reviewing extra labs, plus ordering some medication to go along with that, I would extend this one to being a high level or a 5 or 15. Here's another example. We have a patient who has a chronic history. Anything over 12 months I would consider a chronic condition. And she had one more condition that is also worsening. So she has 2 chronic conditions that are exasperated. Let's see if there's any lab work we need to evaluate or review during this one. I don't see anything. There is a decision for making an elective surgery to be done. It's not an emergent situation right now, but we could go on and do it and give her some relief finally. So if we look at our lovely little chart here, we have an elective surgery listed here, plus we have 1 or more chronic conditions that are exasperated. So since this is an elective procedure, there was no further tests that needed to be reviewed or evaluated. I would give this one a level 4 or an 04 or 14 for that visit. I hope these examples are helpful. Don't forget, I do 3 lives a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6:30 Arizona time zone. And if this is helpful, please let me know. Like, comment, share, and save these for later.